Oh my, Saturday morning, we've just woken up to an email and we are so excited. Like stupidly excited. We've been jumping around like maniacs. I'm going to turn this around and let Mark tell you. So go and tell more exciting news.
I'm really, really tired, but even my tiredness is all right. You snoring all night, by the way.
Sorry.
Yeah. Well, we've just had an email from Warner Brothers, the movie studio. Me and Maddie filmed a reaction or review of the film trailer for their big horror film that's coming out next year called The Curse of La Llorona. Check out our trailer review reaction on our channel. But Warner Brothers are asking if they can use it for their marketing push for the film. That's not like use. I thought they wanted. I was reading it. I thought they want to use it to kind of talk to other Warner Brothers people about this is how you want people to react to films. But they're using it for their marketing of the film.
And I am so super excited about that because that's like a reward for how brilliant you and Maddie are at it. You're so passionate about your reviews. We always tell the truth on the channel. We're not one of these movie reviewers that just say everything is brilliant because we always think about what if somebody goes and buys the bloody ticket, sits down in the seat and then eats shit.
Can I also just say it genuinely looks really good, and it's got
It does.
It's got
I just watched it.
from Bloodlines in it as well.
Yeah. So that's a really lovely bit of news first thing this morning. I think that's going to put a spring in our step through the day.
Yeah, check out our trailer reaction.
Check it out.
Curse of La Llorona.
You have to watch Maddie and The Curse of
La Llorona.
The Curse of La Llorona.
Oh, here she goes. Well, you start to sound like a
The
man.
Curse of La Llorona.
She sounds like a man called Pedro.
I was doing Spanish lessons with Maddie and she found me too embarrassing because every time I speak Spanish, how do I feel like that? I can't help myself.
You sound like you smoke cigars and drink
That's
sherry.
really weird. I inhabit the character of an old Spanish man.
With one of those big moustaches.
It's a
You
problem.
look like, you know who you sound like? You sound like the guy in Narcos.
Narcos.
Pablo Escobar.
Narcos, Pablo Escobar. I love a Narcos drama.
Why have you got my top on?
Oh, put it on last night.
It's only because I've been looking for that top for so long, and now I found it. Obviously, you'd been wearing it, and now you're going to wear it again.
That's not very boyfriend-like, is it?
No.
When you were my boyfriend, you would have loved that I was wearing your top.
Well, okay, can I just say in my defence, the other day you were wearing my diesel jeans, and I did quite like it, actually.
Okay, well, today I'm going to wear your diesel jeans and your top.
Right.
Because then it will be more like you're my boyfriend than my husband.
Do you mind if I wear your knickers? Are you in a pickle?
Yeah, look, we just got sent this.
Oh, look, we've still been left that. Look, who knows?
Yeah, pickles. Pickles, what is this? One of the good things about being on the telly is you do get surprise parcels every so often. Not often, because we're not the Beckhams. Oh, it's clothes.
Ooh, what's the colour? Ooh.
Ah, I'm happy. Cause I'm happy and I know what's that song? Help me out with the lyrics.
Happy.
No, but there's something else they say. I like that. Happy.
Aww.
Oh, Mark, that will really suit you. Look, happy. Do you feel happy?
No.
Do you feel happy?
But I might do wearing
Do you
that.
feel happy? Yay!
Let me do a happy face.
Let's see a happy face. Let's see a happy face. Let's see a happy face. Let's see a happy face. Let's see a happy face.
God, you're
Let's
annoying
see a happy
today.
face.
Really
Let's see a
quiet.
happy face. Let's see a happy face.
So who's this from?
Oh,
Not
it's
Pickle.
from a company called Pickle. Our happy sweats and teas are designed to brighten even the greyest days, raise awareness of talking about our mental health, and raise funds for UK mental health charity Mind. Oh, that's great.
Well, I'll wear that today then.
Hey, isn't that nice? Look at us. We're happy all day.
I've got a happy peck.
Mwah.
Look, I can do the peck pop.
Thanks, Pickle.
I can't really. Can I just say, in our mission to become more like boyfriend and girlfriend,
Yeah.
that one of the sweetest things I saw recently when I came in from walking the dogs, I went to the fridge on the right and an oat milk cappuccino that I'd bought you as your boyfriend, you'd put in the door to reheat, and it made me feel so sweet and fond
I couldn't
about
send it
you.
away for. I couldn't throw
No.
it away for 10 days.
It made me think of you like a little kidding, very sweet.
Okay,
And I felt
she
like you
brought
were...
it in, and then I forgot to drink it, and then I didn't feel like I could throw it away, so I put it in the fridge, and then it was rotten, and I threw it away. We've been here literally 5 minutes trying to start this walk. Too hot, went back, took Mark's jacket off. Too cold, went and got my jacket on.
No charge.
No charge, went to put the phone on.
The dogs are
no
barking.
poo bags, went to get poo bags. Now I've got to go and get the treats.
Before you know it'll be midday. Toffee, we at the park.
This is my technique for bringing Chi-Chi back.
Yeah, we're
She's
gonna
a runner. So when she
look,
runs,
she's
she's
sitting.
sitting. Look. Sit.
Oh, Toffee, come here.
So what I do is, when she's run off, I shake this. I shake this as loudly as I can,
Yeah, go on.
and she will return to me. Very good technique.
Yeah, take her.
Oh, Tommy, you're so naughty.
Toffee, Toffee, let go of your lead.
Come here.
Come on.
Okay. So you don't want to get in between Toffee and a game. Toffee, sit. Toffee. She wouldn't bite me. She's just got a very ferocious sound.
Let's see. This morning's... It's a beautiful morning. I'm filming here on Monday.
God-given.
Filming here on Monday and Tuesday.
Oh God, let's hope it's not sheep rain.
Yeah.
Going up those stairs, I can't breathe.
Hey? Shh, go away.
I can't breathe going up those stairs again.
Talking. You're going to have a... Let's try these stairs. Come on. Really? Babe, you don't look well.
I wonder if it's my blood pressure.
Darling,
Maybe
last time
I've got
you did
low-
this, you caused a health scare.
But maybe I've got low blood pressure.
Low blood pressure.
Does low blood pressure make you breathless?
Yeah, so how? Seriously?
I'm
are you
all right
feeling-
now, but just as I get sort of gasping for breath
Oh,
there.
Chi-Chi.
Right, in our boyfriend-girlfriend thing, why should you always do the poo? If I was your new girlfriend, I'd be going, I'll do it.
Would you?
Wouldn't I?
Would
Yeah.
you? Yeah, but then I'd be saying, hang, no, let me.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Let
Of course
me.
you would.
No, of course.
Of course you
No.
would.
No, you must never do this.
But
This
you
is a-
always do it anyway.
No, it's a horrible job. Yeah, but I'm double boyfriending back.
Oh, thanks, babe.
That's a pleasure.
Oh.
And then the boyfriend would then say, oh, our scented bags. It almost reminds me of you.
Or you'd get a punch in the mouth, the smell of those bags.
They're so disgusting.
I hate scent. Okay, can you recommend, what do you think is the best poo bag? We've had every kind of poo bag. They're either too thin or they're too scented.
This is the scented
It's like the
poo bag.
worst perfume.
But it's
No,
organic.
Mark, please stop it. I
It's
don't want it in
organic.
my face. Mark, it stinks. So it's this awful perfume. So we've got all these lovely expensive perfumes that we put on our body, but we never smell of them. We smell of the worst poo bags because we've got them in our pockets, we've got them in our car, we've got them everywhere.
As a boyfriend, I'd also do this.
No, don't. Not
No,
with
no,
a
no,
poo
no, I'm not
bag
gonna
in
do it.
your
No, no,
hand.
no, as a
No,
boyfriend,
no,
I'd do this.
no. Get rid of the
boyfriend,
poo.
I'd kiss
Mark,
you.
I don't want you to kiss me with the poo bag. Get rid of it.
Oh, she's doing another one. God, what I'd say as a boyfriend now is, what do you feed your dogs?
It's so funny, isn't it, how well behaved we are? Because there is that little bit of temptation. Should we just leave it? But I just couldn't. Because I feel so bad. That was a wee.
So now I've got really scented hands.
Ready for the next one. There'll be another one. Hello.
Look at this crow.
I love the way she comes back looking for us. Oh my God, you have to go to our gardening vlog that went up last night.
Oh, yeah.
So funny with Nanny Di talking all about crows. It's really funny.
Apparently they've got fingers.
Fingers, they can count apparently. Looking hot, baby.
I'm going to strike a pose.
You're looking hot. You know. Yeah.
Poo everywhere.
God, I'm out of breath again.
Come on, what is this?
I don't know. Hold that. Got to try and find breath. I am starving. Could it be because I'm hungry?
Not really.
Gigi. What's this? Gigi.
Let's see if it works.
What's this?
Oh.
Sit.
So the tip here is they haven't had anything to eat yet, have they?
Yeah. Ooh. I hate a slobber on me. Oh, this little one.
That's what you used to say to me.
That is cute. Yeah. What would you do now
Over
if you
to
were
the
my
poo bag.
boyfriend?
Just going to pop this in the bin.
Okay. Rah rah. Don't know if that's very boyfriend.
You don't want to go near that, it's really smelly.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
That's so chivalrous. So, how was the film last night with you and Maddie?
Well, we went to see Suspiria, which is a remake of a 1970s gothic sort of horror film.
The poster was very odd.
Yeah, what's good about it is it's set in a dance school.
Oh, okay.
So at a certain point I leant over when we discovered that essentially the head of the school was really a globulous woman with baby arms coming out of her flesh and melting. I said, God, so it's not as bad as Italia Conti then. This was so disturbing. Maddie was left feeling really perturbed.
Right.
She was worried about sleeping in her new room.
Well, do you think it's advisable to take it?
Well, and here's the thing. I was reminded, because it's a remake and there's a lot of kind of homages to the original film. Does anyone else remember Suspiria in the 70s? I caught it at my friend William Dibley's house.
When you were how old?
Well, I must have been, well, it came out in 77, so I must have been about 9 or 10. And here's the thing. I remember being caught like this. It came on the telly and I stopped. I remember seeing it, and there was a scene where one of the dancers had rose thorns going into her eyeballs.
Oh, God.
I think that traumatised most of my childhood.
Well,
Which
this
raised the
why-
thought of what you were talking about with the kids.
This argument, we have this argument all the time. Mark shows them films that I just don't think they should see. But he thinks it's funny because it's a horror and they scream and they love it. They love it and they love it. But it informs them. It's like the CPT counsellor I used to go to said that you shouldn't show your child anything in the cinema that you wouldn't have in your sitting room with them.
Well, yeah, but Kiki very quickly stressed that if you suddenly walked into the kitchen and saw Bart Simpson, you'd freak.
And Maddie said SpongeBob SquarePants would
SpongeBob SquarePants, yeah.
Would.
I think which is an important comparison.
I think that on a cellular level, they're being given anxiety.
No, well, the reason I don't agree with that most of the time is that I think a lot of the films that are given remarkably stupid certificates are clearly very silly and we are insulting to our kids. And I do believe in that phrase.
Yeah.
I do believe in that
oversensitive.
phrase that I think, was it Einstein said? That you, in order to really sort of help your children grow up intellectually and intelligently and emotionally, is tell them fairy tales, frightening fairy tales, and then read them more frightening fairy tales. So I do think these movies are like the modern fairy tales. And so I think they're important. They get kids to think about dark things and the meaning of life and all that kind of stuff. Very rarely do I see a film which actually makes me think, oh, bloody hell. You know what Maddie said when we walked out? She said that needed a certificate on it. I said, what do you think it should have got? She said, 30.
Well, now you see, I'm really annoyed. Look, right.
All right,
Okay.
I'm running.
See that?
Anyway, so that was last night.
Oh, shit.
That'll be you at your 5K.
My knee's not as bad today.
Is it not? Do a little run. How's your
I
breathlessness?
wouldn't suddenly run on it, no. Okay, I'm fine now. It's going upstairs.
Go on then. She's very autumnal colour, isn't she?
Wherever you take her,
It's not going to work, Toffs.
I love her determination.
Oh.
You break it. Oh, right.
Do you love having dogs?
They are a huge responsibility, but they are lovely. I begrudgingly love them. Come on, Toss.
Hey.
Good girl, there.
Chi-Chi remind you of a killer whale?
No, not at all. Nothing like her whatsoever.
Killer whale.
I don't know what she reminds me of. There's something, such a sweetness to her soul. Chi-Chi, come here. Give me a treat. Treat. He's a good girl. He's a good girl. Do you want liver? She's definitely like the naughty child. She's the older one, isn't she? We always say she's the one with the looks. And Chi-Chi's the one with the heart.
Sometimes it's a bit weird with Toffee. Sometimes I think she thinks she's in a relationship with me. She'll come and lie on top of me and she'll look at me longingly.
It's so beautiful, isn't it?
Stunning. Really is stunning.
Everywhere is just Stunning.
Now, there was a weird moment yesterday. Nanny Di isn't going to be in this weekend's vlog because she's down at the bungalow for the final weekend down there. She's just sort of making final arrangements for Nanny Thelma's bungalow, my dear Nan who died almost a year ago now. So we came across this photo, and it was the photo of that beautiful day when I threw a ball for toffee and it hit Nanny Thelma on the side of the head. Do you remember?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then Maddie...
Actually, it wasn't. I mean, though we
No,
laugh about
no,
it
it hurt.
fondly, it was extremely dangerous. You could have killed
She brushed
her.
it off because she'd brushed off fighting the Nazis in World War II, so she's like, that's nothing. It's a mere flesh wound. But then Maddie...
Whenever he gets hold of a ball, he mortally wounds somebody. It's the strangest thing.
Yeah.
The kids run for cover crying when he picks up a ball. They know
Anyway,
something bad's going to happen.
But then Maddie discovered on her, it'd come up on, you know how WhatsApp and social media sometimes just springs stuff onto your phone, so you can go to your library and suddenly and she played the thing and Nanny Thelma's voice came out.
Oh.
And I was stopped in my tracks.
Oh.
And Maddie went, oh, sorry, Dad. And she went to stop it. I said, no.
No, let's
Time's
hear it.
right, let me hear it. And she was talking and she was talking.
Was this yesterday?
Yeah, and she was talking about how she felt so upset when she'd seen the turkeys at Christmas and she knew they were happy, but they were going to be killed and put on someone's plate later that month.
Don't.
And as she sat there, but it really made me think how much a voice is a person. And I think of all the people I've lost, Jim and Toby and my granddad, their voices is
Funny
something...
enough, I was talking about Nanny Thelma yesterday
Were
on
you?
Loose Women. She used to watch every single Loose Women.
I
She's
think
the
she was
only
around
person
yesterday.
in my family that watches Loose Women.
Yeah.
And she used to love it. I was always aware that she was watching, and I really
I
miss
know,
it.
I know.
Miss thinking, oh, she's the
there.
one that was watching me. And so yesterday we were talking about smells and about how they evoke memories of people we've lost. And Kay was talking about
her
the
mum.
post she did on
Yeah,
Instagram about her
very
mum and
moving.
the perfume. Well, I was saying about how TCP, Maddie had been using TCP
That's
here,
right.
and it triggered those memories.
It reminded me of how when I had spots as a teenager, she'd come up to me with a great big, as she would describe, dinner lady bingo arms, and she'd go, what you need, Mark, here's some TCP. Just go, blum, 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 blum.
Yeah, I said on the show yesterday, if she'd had her way, she would have put TCP on your sausages.
Everything smelled of TCP for it, but I tell you what, there was that sort of strange, enjoyable burning sensation on your skin.
In fact, Andrew was saying that with her nan, it's germaline.
Oh, germaline.
She
It was
reminds me
germaline
of
with
her
my
nan.
nan, but that's why I like
Yeah.
root beer, because it smells of germaline. Does anyone else have that? Root beer smells of germaline? It does.
Root beer does not smell.
Root beer tastes like germaline smells.
Does
Does anyone else
anyone
have that? I almost, if you marketed a germaline drink, I'd drink, well it is, it's root beer.
Toffee? That's even less likely.
Come on, show people go right up. We haven't determined if we ever see.
To put it in perspective, this is about the size of a tree to her. What is it? Toffs.
Is she okay? I think she's going to throw it. Mind Chi-Chi. Mind Chi-Chi, Mark. Mind Chi-Chi. It's going to land on her. Mark. Stop. Oh my God, I thought you were going to kill Chi-Chi.
So did I was
then.
panicking.
Still trying to get that stick. Oh God, I'm glad she's left. Oh, you're such a happy...
Toffee, no, you
She's
can't.
going back for it. Come on, let's go have a look. See what
She's still...
Nothing is going to stop her.
I felt a bit sad when you were talking about your friend whose dog had died.
Oh no, and
It made me think about Toffee, and I suddenly felt really, really bad. That's why I lay with her on the sofa last night.
Chi-Chi! Chi-Chi! That's a good girl. Sit.
Genius. Oh my God.
Sit.
Good girl. It's a bit like you with me and Nutella.
I'll be able to feed you Oh!
What happened? Did you?
Imagine living there. Look, you live there, and this is your garden.
Oh yeah, one day.
I'm in Crystal
one day,
Palace
one
Park.
day. Chi-Chi. Where there's a football, Chi-Chi is drawn to... What is it they're drawn to? Fluorescence.
No. Fluorescent hurts. Why dogs bark at the postman and all of that is that fluorescent to a dog's eyes is quite uncomfortable. They don't like it.
And you're pretty. Well, that's because you're my girlfriend.
Thank you. And you're my boyfriend.
Would you like me to take the dog for you?
Yes. See, I like it. I like it when you're like
Let me
this.
take the dog for
This
you.
is nice.
Would you like a coffee? How'd you take your coffee? You could get a table and I'll go over and ask for it.
So nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, you see?
Yeah? What would you like?
I feel like more like your girlfriend now. I might snog you later.
Really? So how many coffees would you like?
So I've got to be girlfriendy now. God, I don't know what to say.
It's hard, isn't it? Because being a girlfriend's shit.
Is it?
Yeah, you can't do it.
You have to be nice
I mean,
all
as
the
a man,
time.
you can fix things, you can do things.
Yeah, as a
you can-
girlfriend, you have to be
As a
nice
girlfriend,
all
you
the
have to be
time.
receptive, which in some
God,
situations is
isn't
quite
that
nice.
sexist, though? Bloody hell.
It is a bit.
That's
How can
terrible.
you be proactive?
Right, because I
girl-
don't want to be proactive. I want you to get the coffee.
Well, there you go. There you go.
Okay, cancel, as my dad would say.
Hear that? For every man, boy, the length of the nation, that tone of that football coach used to fill me with dread. Because you can never make that man happy. Ever. However many goals you score, because if you score too many goals, he'll be jealous that he wasn't as good as you.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, he'll want to knock you into shape. I mean, you know, it's like swimming tutors. There's a certain type of voice. I'm not saying that this is true of all of them, but that tone of voice it literally sets something off in my bones. Yeah.
Just makes me want to scream, shut up, for God's sake.
I remember feigning an asthma attack when they put me in goal, which if you think about it, it's quite hard because you don't have to go anywhere in goals. No. He said, how have you, the referee said, how have you got asthma? I said, I'm
You
stressed.
just get asked, I'm stressed. Well, that was probably true.
Yeah.
Am I going to get it? Am I not going to get it? That's funny.
I think I was preoccupying myself with jumping up and trying to touch the crossbar.
Smell of that bacon sandwich.
Smell of what?
So love a bacon sandwich.
Why don't you have one?
I can't.
Just have one.
No, I had
Let
a
yourself
pizza
have
last
one.
night. No.
Let yourself have one.
No.
Come here, turn around.
No.
So, talk me through the coffee that you want.
Oat milk cappuccino with maple syrup sweetener.
Do they have maple syrup here?
We could ask them.
I'm going to ask. I'm going to ask, is your boyfriend?
So I don't know if you can see Mark over there in the background. He's asking for maple syrup for my coffee. Nothing, thanks. Sweetener. They haven't got any. But this is on our whole new let's be more like boyfriend and girlfriend. So last weekend when we were here and he said, what would you like in your coffee? I said, could I have maple syrup? Because that's the most wanky thing I've ever heard anyone ask for anything. I'm not asking that. This weekend when we're being more like boyfriend and girlfriend, he's gone over and he's asked for maple syrup. Isn't that sweet? So I really feel more loving towards him. This is working.
How's your coffee?
That's
Oat milk?
We just had such a funny moment because Mark said to me, how's your coffee? And I went, did you put any sweetness in it? And he said, yeah, 3. I wanted 2. Because now, what would you have said if you were a girlfriend?
Yeah, exactly.
I would have said,
Oh, that's a shame.
thanks.
I
Yeah, I might
normally-
just go and get another one.
Yeah. What do you think that?
I might usually have 2.
Yeah. You said it the other day about something. You said, why did you do that? You hadn't put as many sums in it.
It's true.
Yeah. And
Boyfriend's
you caught
girlfriend.
yourself.
Yeah, okay, sorry.
It's like are they beech trees, are they? What sort of trees are these? Like the roof of a cathedral.
Oh,
I think I might like to be a druid.
right.
I might study to be a druid. Our friend Rachel's a druid.
Yeah. I think we've got a lot on our plate at the minute, babe, without you studying to be a druid. Do you mind that? Do you mind if we just leave
All right.
druidism?
Do you mind if I go for a wee?
Go on then. Let me see, this is Toffee wants to go to the loo with him.
Toffee, stay there.
Toffee, stay.
I want to take my selfie stick to the toilet.
Oh, do you feel lost, Toffee? I wonder if she's going to go. Is she going to do it? She's considering it. It's taking that bit too long now. She might do it. And in she goes. So sweet. But she doesn't know because she doesn't want to leave me. And here he is. Oh, she was so sweet. She was so sweet waiting for you.
Toffs. Oh dear.
She washed her Toffee.
What's your
No. No.
Okay.
Toff. Oh no! She's in! Toffee! Toffee! Toffee. Oh my God, she is the Toffee.
That guy's peacefully
Toffee.
painting
Sorry.
over there.
I'll be quiet. Toffee.
I think it's like a morning constitutional. Toffs. Oh, listen to that echo. Toffee. Hear the echo. Toffee.
I'm going to have a nice long swim face.
That's just saying it's a morning
Everyone's
constitutional.
staring. Now I've lost Chi-Chi. Chi-Chi.
Oh, Jesus. Use your rattle. Rattle your food.
Toffee, come here. Now we've got the situation. We've got a lovely old man over there painting in the quiet and the beauty and the serenity of the park. And I've got to try and get her out.
I want to try and do it quietly.
Toffee. Toffee. Toffee.
Where's Chi-Chi?
Toffee.
Chi-Chi.
Toffee. Toffee.
She ain't coming out.
Toffee.
Your rattle's
She's not
working
coming
well.
out. We've lost Chi-Chi now. She's the naughtiest dog. Chi-Chi.
It's
Come
Toffee.
here.
It's Toffee.
Oh, sorry. Because I'm thinking we've lost Chi-Chi.
We have lost Chi-Chi.
Chi-Chi.
You sort out Chi-Chi, I'll sort out Toffee. Toffee! Toffee, come on.
Come on, Toffee. I know what I'll do, Mark. I'll run,
Yeah.
and that might bring her. Okay. Wait. Toffee.
Yeah. Yeah. Call Chi-Chi as well. It's not working.
Toffee. Stop.
Toffee! Toffee, come down here. Toffee. Toffee. No, Toffee. Toffee. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Come here. Come here.
Toffee. Toffee.
Come here. Here you go. What's this? What's this?
Toffee. Toffee.
Toffee.
Chi-Chi.
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 Chi-Chi's gone in. Nah, Chi-Chi's gone in.
Oh, God, you're joking.
Right, you...
If she sees me giving Toffee a treat, she'll come.
Here you go, Toffee. Here you go, Toffee. Chi-Chi, come here. Come here. Sit. Sit.
See the treat.
Sit. Chi-Chi.
Got me on my finger.
This is
Chi-Chi.
gorgeous.
Oh, my God. Chi-Chi.
This is too funny. Nadia's rattling technique. She assumes that eventually, obviously, the dogs will come to her at some point. So it's safe for her to then say that it's because she's rattling the treat box. But of course, all we've got around that is an hour's worth of her running around rattling a treat box. The dog doesn't come. So we've lost Chi-Chi again. We had her, now we've lost her.
Mark, sit down.
Sit down?
Sit down. It's the only way to come.
Are you look like you're squatting.
Get the lead ready. Get the lead ready.
Yeah, I've got it ready. Chi-Chi, come here.
Come on.
Sit. Sit.
Yeah.
Sit.
Here's a
That's
good
it.
pal.
Chi-Chi.
I can't catch her.
Sit.
Here's a good girl.
There's your lead.
Do you want some treats?
Leads there.
She'll know then that when she comes, when we call her, we give her loads of
Is
treats.
it me or has it got slightly more chaotic getting them back on the leads these days?
Let's go home.